Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? We need a mic check. We need a mic check. Put your aliens in the chat. If you can hear me as you come in, please like and share, like and share, like and share. Yes, we are live. Yes, happy Juneteenth, everyone. Happy, happy, happy. Come on in. We're about to get started.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATL.
That's your being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's your being a blogger.
You are more than I am more than
That's your being a blogger.
All the is my son.
Okay, this shit is me.
I am more than a blogger.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say all up, this her son.
Yes.
All up,
This her son. Yes.
say all up,
This her son. Yes.
say all up, this her son.
Like for real. I was jamming. The blog goddess, Michelle is here. Shout out to DJ Cooley C for the beat. Okay. Hey y'all, come on in. Come on in. Let me get all my stuff out of the way. I got all this stuff on my desk. Lord, it is junky. Let me move this over here. Will it fit? Okay, that's gonna fit. Okay. Hey y'all, come on in. Come on in. Happy Juneteenth. Okay. We have a lot of things to talk about today. Okay, hey y'all, hey y'all. Yes, Michelle is here. Shout out to all my squad members who got in here early. I see y'all. You see all these people in the green. You know the drill. Those are my channel sponsors. We just got a new one. Mary Washington. Welcome, Mary. Come on in. You can be a channel sponsor too. Just click that join button down below. And for the low price of, I don't even know how much it is. $1.99, $5. I don't know. There are different tiers. Also, my Patreon members. Yes, Patreon. We did a 2-hour Patreon after dark Friday. I know some of y'all be thinking I be gone. I be gone a little bit, but I came back. I came back. We did a live. We talked about some things over there. We touched on some topics that are exclusive to Patreon that we haven't talked about over here. We talked about Apollo. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. So head on over there to Patreon if you want to catch up on that tea. Okay. And yes, and shout out to just my members. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Y'all know, listen, I wasn't expecting to even have like 100,000 subscribers. So I was like, hey, I got 100. Because remember, my subscribers numbers used to be hidden. So I'm just happy just to be at 100, child. It don't even matter, child, because everybody be watching anyway. Whether you got 5 subscribers or 100 subscribers, it still be people watching. So really, it's just a vanity number. Okay. I always say that, but it is what it is. Hey, y'all. You said you can't remember Friday. Yes, this weekend went by like a blur. It's like it's Monday already. What had happened? What had happened? Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Look, and I have merch. I have my merch on today. My ATLian merch. You may see it down below. Y'all know red is my favorite color. I've had this shirt forever. And it don't fade or nothing. It didn't fade. Some of them be fading though. But it is what it is. Shout out to Teespring for my ATLian merch. Okay, it's specific to my YouTube channel. No shade to Chili. Oh, I love me some Chilio. Chilio got ATLian merch too. That's Chilio hat right there. So y'all go visit Chilio because I know he be doing exclusive ATLian merch. My ATLian merch just random ass ATLian merch. Okay. But anyway, I'm digressing. You said the silky smooth hair. Ooh, yes, Hawaiian Silky come through. Shout out to new member Carol McGriff. Now, for those of you who are new here, I always, come in. I talk to my people, so don't be getting mad if I talk to my people because I love them. Okay, they are the reason that I go live because they be knowing what we about to talk about because we got a lot of people to drag today. Okay, so if you didn't find the time to read the description because I did put it in the description what I'm talking about. Okay. I have a lot of things. The first thing, well, the major thing is not the first thing, but it's the major thing. Of course, we're gonna recap the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15, episode 7. The ratings have not come out yet. We be looking at the ratings now. The ratings went up last week. We're gonna see what they're gonna do this week because people saying this episode was good and everything. But we're gonna recap this episode. Okay, it's all about keeping it Gucci. Yeah, keeping it Gucci. But it's a lot of reads to be had. But anyway, we're also going to talk about Russell Simmons and what's going on with him and Kimora and his two daughters, Ming Lee and Aoki. Like, what the hell is going on Father's Day? They all got into it online. We're going to dive into that. And we're also, this is so random. This is so random. Because, y'all be sending me stuff. So I just be like, okay. But y'all remember the other day we was talking about Quantasia Sharpton, the girl who sued Usher for the herpes. Y'all remember that? And she dismissed her case silently, but now she been walking around wearing Louis, Gucci, and Prada. Everybody like he cut the check, okay. But anyway, we found her, okay, and she been like really getting into it online. She got into it with Cardi B online just the other day, honey. You said, "Where is the Gucci rap chat?" I'ma have it. Remind me. Let me get it right now. I ain't gonna get up because I got on my pants don't match my shirt. Okay. But I'm gonna get the Gucci wrap. That's right. We're gonna put on the Gucci wrap for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You didn't watch it? Well, we don't worry, you don't have to watch it because we're gonna talk about it. Okay. Go ahead and like this video. Shout out to my mods who are in here. I don't even know if I've ever been. Have I? Well, I do go live on Mondays because that's normally when I talk about the episode. Normally, because I know I don't do Sundays, and most of the time I do Tuesdays because we talking about the ratings. But I've been a little bit better. I've been a little bit better coming on here to tell y'all about these Real Housewives of Atlanta. But while y'all get in here, because I know it be taking y'all some time to get y'all notifications and to scroll on in and all of that. But while y'all do that, I'm gonna start with some hot topics. Hopefully, the people will come in here. What you say? You be watching it every week? Hold on, you said you watch every week, Kai. Okay. All right. Well, them ratings don't be indicating that. Where is Candy's 10 million people? Who should I start with? Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Facebook people. Thank you, Casey. Normally it's DL Shula over there dragging me for not saying nothing about Facebook. But shout out to my Facebook because y'all can come on over to the Facebook as well because I stream simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook. And sometimes when the YouTube be glitchy, Facebook be like crystal clear as a bell. I don't know what that's about, but it is what it is. Some people say the people got the voodoo on my channel and stuff. But I don't think that's what it is. You said let the dragon begin. We gonna listen. It's gonna be a slow drag. It's gonna be seasoned. Okay. We got a lot to talk about. Okay. Hold on. You said last night was a 10, Anthony Sherman. Anthony Sherman, you say every night is a 10. We don't know whether to believe you or not. I don't know. Candy don't have $10 million. Why y'all do Candy like that? The people say I drag Candy because I'm jealous because she got all the money. Okay, that's what they say, that Candy got all the money and that I'm mad because I don't have no money. And I told y'all before, only thing Candy be giving all these bloggers is free OLG chicken strips, and I can buy my own. Okay, I told y'all that a long time ago, but I'm digressing again. You know what I'm gonna talk about? He said last night's episode was 5. Okay. What I'm talking about first, before we get into the episodes, we're gonna get into this randomness. Okay. Quantasia. Quantasia Sharpton. Y'all remember Quantasia Sharpton? People was fat shaming her because they said Usher did not sleep with her and Usher did not give her the herpes. Y'all remember Quantasia? Well, Quantasia, she was very, very popular. Okay, after she, accused Usher of what he did, and everybody came forward. There was some John Does and some Jane Does that came forward. And if you notice, everybody just went away, just disappeared. Usher went on his little tour. Usher been in Vegas on his Vegas residency, getting his coins back together. And Quantasia, meanwhile, has been chilling. Everybody was like, what is Quantasia doing in 2023? Well, first, I need to show you what she was looking like back then. Hold on. Gosh, moves for. Okay, first of all, she say she was gonna have weight loss surgery. Okay, this was in 2017 over here on Straight from the A. Shout out to Straight from the A, because we always have stuff on the Straight from the A. This was in 2017. After everything had happened, after the dust had settled, Quantasia got all these offers from all of these weight loss clinics and stuff, and they was like, "Oh, we gonna put the money into Quantasia because all eyes is on her." So she went and she did some promo shoots or whatever. She was doing her little weigh in and everything, and she met with a doctor on the blast, a weight loss surgeon named Michael Feets. Okay, and so she said she had a goal of losing 260 pounds after getting fat shamed when she publicly, accused Usher of exposing her to the herpes. Okay, there she go right there. This was in 2017. 2017. Okay, so shout out to anyone who's on a weight loss journey, because I'm forever on one. Like, listen, listen. I lose weight, I gain it back. I lose weight, I gain it back. That's just the moral of my life. But it is what it is. I like food. So, Quantasia, here's what she looks like today. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna show y'all that Quantasia. You say I'm shady for the headline. What I had said? Oh, child, they go Quantasia. Oh, wait, I need to move that because she's showing too much. She lost a lot of weight in her face. Okay, I don't want to show you too much because she got a whole bunch of body pics on here where she's showing a lot of body, honey. But she lost, I don't know if she lost 260, but she lost a bit. She lost a bit. There she is right there. And even this was in 2022. So she lost a little bit, she lost a little bit. She looking good. Okay, she looking good. And so there she is. Quantasia is feeling herself, feeling herself. Okay. She looks amazing. Okay. Shout out to Quantasia. We need some more pictures though, Quantasia, because it's been a year now. We need to see. This is in 2021 right here. This when she really lost a lot of weight. This was I guess her before and her afters. She said, "In my eyes, I did that." This was in 2021. Because we haven't been keeping up. We haven't been paying attention. But clearly Quantasia lost a bit. Like y'all be like, she's still a little, it is what it is. Pretty hot and tempting, PHAT, but she looks good. You said she lost about 2 pounds. Y'all are so wrong. 2 pounds is 2 pounds. We love us a 2 pound. But if she not doing filters, look at she doing makeup. She said she was a makeup artist too. So she's doing things with her life. Okay, she's doing things with her life. Now I'm gonna show you where she's showing too much body, arty in some of these pictures. Okay, but I don't want to get flagged or nothing. But the reason why I guess she came up into everybody's everybody looking at her is because the neighborhood talk caught her over there when Cardi B had made a post. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show you what they had said over here on the neighborhood talk with Quantasia and Cardi. So Cardi had posted or somebody had posted this video of Cardi B. Put this up here, this video of Cardi B as she was performing, and people was talking about what Cardi B butt looked like. Like, I don't care if y'all big or small or get BBLs or not or got a flat ass. It's like people are always got to say something about your body. I don't understand it, but okay, there's that. And so Quantasia spoke because I guess around that time, Cardi had mentioned, that she didn't believe that, Usher would sleep with somebody like Quantasia. Okay. So Quantasia said, and she had the nerve to post my body on Twitter. And it took her 11 surgeries to still look like she wearing a wet diaper. Wow. And then Cardi clapped back. Cardi clapped back and said, Quantasia, girl, you lie on Usher and be obsessing about my kids like a weirdo. I'd rather DIE on the surgery before I wake up shaped like you. Ooh, it's getting nasty. It's getting nasty. Cardi B said she don't want to be shaped like Quantasia. But I don't know who has started it. I don't know if Cardi started it or Quantasia started it, but that's what the people say. They look. Quantasia lost weight. That's all that matters. She looks good. She's happy with her body. She says she is a Fashion Nova Curve sponsor, honey. And there's that. That's all that matters here. Usher wanted it allegedly. Okay, Usher wanted it. Usher met her at the day's end allegedly. I'm just saying. Usher did it raw allegedly. That's what that was her accusation. So And meanwhile, she is chilling in Vegas and everywhere else. Hold on, let me see what Quantasia do. I wonder where she working now. Cause she got some money. Hold on, we be trolling on people Instagram. I'm like, cause she got some money. All I see is Tom Ford and Prada and Gucci. Let me see what this one say. Child, she got a little. She said Jimmy. She got on her Jimmy Choo glasses right there. Okay, what she got on right here? She got on her Balenciaga. Oh, she doing her makeup. She got on her Balenciaga glasses right there. Okay, she got her Chanel purse right there. Okay, I'm just saying, she got on her Fendi shirt right there. Okay. Oh, she got a Skims shirt. On my bed, she got on Skims. Okay. So she just showing y'all she got the money. That's all she's showing y'all she got the money. And right here she had on this her Vegas dump. She was in Vegas enjoying the Vegas look. She got on look what she got on. Van Cleef and Arpels. Okay. Got on her Van Cleef and her what else? Oh, I missed it. She got on all the fashions. She got all the fashions. Okay. She got on her Chanel glasses. She with her girlfriends and stuff. So clearly she doing something. She ain't working at the wherever she was at the Walmart no more. That's all. She is not working at the Walmart. So y'all can stop fat shaming that lady. She had Usher. She had Usher. Okay. Usher. Anyway, Usher still in Vegas. Moving on, like this video as y'all get in here. You said that proves her purse is happy from Usher. Okay, she got all the stuff. She said one of them captions was, wait a minute, one of them captions I was getting my life on. She had said, what was it? I can't show the picture because she halfway naked. She said, now she said, thank you, Kevin Samuel. And one of the pictures was she halfway naked. And then the other person, she said, thick as grits, but he still fit me in his schedule. Ooh, and she was at Vegas, honey. Wait a minute, let me see. Yeah, she was in Vegas right here when she said thick as grits, but he still fit me in his schedule. Okay. And then it was some more, it was like other stuff she was saying. Everybody like, she talking about Ursha? I don't know. I don't know, but anyway, there's that. Congratulations to her for her weight loss. More concerned with the herb than her weight. Okay, there's that. I mean, I, I they said somebody else was trying to sue Usher on stage when he put his hand in his pants and touched her. I don't know what had be going on. Okay, Usher said he didn't have it. Somebody said he did have it. He done had a child since then. He got a whole girlfriend. I don't know who got the herb. I just know that he had it and they were suing him. There's that. It went away when the money started. Okay, it went away. Usher went on tour. Usher been on Vegas, and we ain't heard about no herb since. Okay, moving on. Like this video, like this video, like this video. If you can't hear me, you better turn it up. Okay. If you can't hear me, you better turn up the sound because y'all should be able to hear me. Y'all can hear me? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Now, moving on. Next up on the agenda, Russell Simmons and his Father's Day fiasco. What is going on in the world? Russell Simmons is allegedly broke. Remember Russell Simmons? They used to say Russell Simmons was a billionaire, but apparently after he had been accused of all of these assault accusations, and he had to defend himself, and then he ran off to Bali. Russell, he might not have no money. Okay, he might not have no money. But meanwhile, listen, now his daughters have got online and said that he bullies them and taunts them every day, that he don't cut no checks. He not helping them with no money. Okay, Kimora got online and had some more to say. It is just a hot ass mess. Have y'all been watching it over there on the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk and Baller Alert and all that? Well, Father's Day was not happy for Russell Simmons after he shared what appeared to be an image calling out his ex-wife Kimora Lee on his Instagram on Sunday. She and the children Ming, Lee, and Aoki took to social media to air out everything about Russell Simmons. Now you said what? Now hold on. You said we knew he wasn't all that. Well, I'm just saying it's a mess. The kids is in their 20s, child. One of them just graduated from Harvard, and the other one graduated from somewhere else. This just like a mess. Okay, now TMZ is reporting that Kimora called him out after he was throwing shade. Like it all started with him. Now the people like couldn't decide if the kids had started it, if he had started, or what had started. But according to TMZ, Russell had started it. Okay, Russell had started it, and then the kids got in it. Okay, the kids are saying that Russell keeps yelling and screaming at them because Kimora stole all his money. Okay, y'all remember he and Kimora got divorced, I don't know, almost 20 years ago. And then all of these accusations came up against Russell Simmons. It was during the Me Too movement. All these women came forward, and Russell Simmons had been doing things to them. And apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but the people been saying that Russell and Kimora were friends. So Russell put most of his assets in Kimora's name. Okay, in Kimora's name to take care of everything while he was on the run. While he was on the run. Okay, we're gonna look at a few of it. Hold on, let me read some of this. I'm gonna see what TMZ has said first before we get into these videos. And then we're gonna review the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like this video as y'all come in here. You said you was done with him after that rush card scam. Child, don't even get me started. Listen, I was done with Russell Simmons after Global Grind used to steal all our content off of our websites as bloggers, black bloggers. They were trying to push up the fact that we could get y'all more traffic, we could put y'all on our ad agency. And yeah, he got all of us to sign all of these contracts. And what he did was he what they call scraping. I don't know if y'all know about this because us bloggers know. He basically RSS feeded all of our content onto their site. So what happens is it built up Global Grind while taking traffic away from the sites that were actually producing content. Child, I got my own stories, okay? And so listen, ooh, child, I can tell y'all, I have to tell y'all this on Patreon how the actual president of the company, one of the CEOs, had to actually send me some money because they was taking money and I was gonna put him on blast, and he actually sent me money from his bank account. But there's that. But yeah, so he's been involved with a lot of scandals with taking money out of the mouths of black people, out of black creators, out of people with not a lot of money and cash and stuff like that. Yes, Patreon tonight confirmed. So yeah, so when this situation happened, when the Me Too movement started, child, it was interesting. He moved to Bali. He was all into yoga and everything. And hold on, let me start with this. Here go Russell Simmons' daughter's diss. They putting him on blast, but we already know what type of person he is and how he does with his own community. Okay, so here he is. Who who posted this? Hold on, I can't see. Oh, Ming Lee posted this, and she was like, Happy Father's Day," and she posted her mom, walking the red carpet of baby fat back in the day. Now it's real shady. One thing that's really even more shady of this whole situation is that they putting it all online. Now we know Russell Simmons ain't shit. We done heard about his business practices. We done seen it with our own eyes. But now for the daughters to come forward, for Kimora to come forward, it is something else. You said that is not right. We don't care. Okay. Russell hasn't been making big money for decades, but he should have had money though. Think about all the things that Russell had. Def Jam, he had all them artists signed to Def Jam. He had Def Comedy Jam. He had look, Global Grind when he was stealing everybody money. He had the Rush Card when he was stealing all the poor people's money. He had all the money. Okay, yes, we are still researching. So according to Russell Simmons, he went online after that post and he posted this. And he said, "Stop telling fathers they should have fought harder to see their children and start asking mothers why he had to fight at all." So, that started a little debate. They got all the men in an uproar. They was like, "Oh my God, my baby mama keeping me from my daughter too." Yada, yada, yada. So apparently, he was feeling a little left out. So he started getting into it. Now the kids didn't feel a ways. Okay, the kids did not listen, hold on. After that, Kimora got online and basically called Russ delusional. Let me see what this TMZ video is saying before I go to the social media. No, you said I keep freezing. It's not. Is it me? Am I freezing? Let me know. Is he broke or hiding assets? I think he hiding assets. But before he was actually hiding assets, he was allegedly he told Kimora to, keep all his assets and stuff. And he had transferred some stocks or whatever in her name while she was married to that rich white man that was accused of uh stealing money. But yeah, apparently after that, now he's saying that, that he went public with that and said that, she took all his money. Now here she is. Hold on. We're gonna see what Kimora has said. Hold on. Listen.
Him. We haven't spoken to him in many months, many months, probably going on years. But I noticed that he started to cryptically post children of divorced parents are oftentimes brainwashed. And I thought, wow, and people really, probably start to believe that in the world, social media, I don't know. People take sides. We all know that. People don't know what they see. You can show them something like this and they're like, I don't know if that was a hand. I don't know what that was. We're not sure, right? You don't know what you see or what you don't see. But I noticed that I got a lot of comments from that. Again, these are all comments and reports because he's blocked. And that's been that way for a while. Also funny to note that he has been blocked for quite a very long time, but yet continues to post messages like we're friends, we're comrades, we're there. He posts all old pictures of my kids. Basically, in my opinion, my humble opinion, he's, I don't know, delusional and living some kind of a lie, to put it mildly.
Well, Kimora says that Russell Simmons is delusional, and Russell is saying that he's broke and they stole all his money. Now, the gag is it's the kids that's basically putting out there that he accused the mom of stealing. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I'm going to show you. It's on the shade room. You said you believe them. You believe them that what? That he is an angry dad. Hold on. Here it is right here. Here she is right here. She said she got a strained relationship with her dad.
Papers to like sign away her inheritance or whatever. And then she was like, should I be signing this? And I was like, what? He like sends people to threaten her. And Ming is a calm person. No, please stop with the bullshit about I hope you find peace and privacy and this is venting. I have been dealing with this my whole life. This is not new. It's not new drama. I already live in the drama, so now I'm just sharing. This is not, there's no therapy you can go to with someone who weaponizes the fact that you don't want to go public, right? Because when he posts something and then I don't respond, because I'm like, I don't want to have drama. And so he's been weaponizing that we don't want to have drama. I'm not I care about my family. I don't like to have this out there, but he uses that against you. Well, what are you going to do about it? You're not going to say something. So now I'm saying something. And if you're going to say one more thing about you should be in private in therapy, get off, please. Because I'm telling you, he uses that against me and I'm not going to have it. And my sister and my mother, and I'm not going to have it.
Y'all said rich people problems. Is that what it is? It's rich people problems. Well, according to the text messages that they posted, oh gosh, where they go? I don't even know where they went. It was a lot of them. Aoki and here it is right here. Here is one of them. She started posting receipts. Okay, so in this one receipt, okay, you said he's still on the run. Okay, in this one receipt. They was on FaceTime and she posted this muted FaceTime video of her dad and he was going off, honey. I don't know what he was saying, but he was going off. The people in the comment section he was saying, ask your mama and I'm broke. And if y'all can read lips, y'all can read lips. But her caption said, "This is not someone who will accept help. This is just one screen recording. Sorry, I don't always remember to press record when he calls my friends, my boyfriend, anyone to get a chance to threaten and curse." Now, all the people in the comment section asking, why is this on the internet? Why? Stop exposing your parents. Social media will be the death of us. Somebody said Buddha has left the building. I don't know. These rich kids is sensitive as hell. But here go Mark said, if I lost 250 million, I would flip out too. But people act like a parent can't get mad. Child, he is human. And that's the real tea. Because here's Kimora in the comment section talk about this is not okay. This is abuse. Everyone's sick of it. This is unhinged. On Juneteenth, you want to show out like this. So Kimora is in the middle of it. Here he is again. Aoki posted this and says, this is all he does when we speak. Okay. Read the lips. He said, get the money from your mama. I'm broke. I ain't got it. That's what he's saying. Okay. And here's another text thread. She's basically Aoki was basically threatening him, saying that she was gonna go live and tell the people about him. My thing is, y'all, if he was just a regular man, would the people would she be going live to tell the people? Why we even want to know? Why are you going live to tell the people? Telling the people ain't gonna get you no money, telling the people is not gonna fix this between you and your dad, telling the people is only gonna get us laughing and digging into your background. But this is what she said. Hold on. Steve Patterson said, I tend not to believe anything Kimora says. Okay. He said, when I was a child watching Def Comedy Jam, I thought Russell was special. He posted like he with them. Ooh. Well, she said, I'm going live. Come join me to play that tape of you calling my mother a piece of shish. How dare you? He said, okay, good. And in the fine print, it says, and your quote unquote mogul is proud of this behavior. For years, it's do a live stream. Everybody will believe me. He thinks he's in the right even now. And so she continues, I'll send you a request. You were welcome to be a part of it. I have tried so hard. And look at you. You're a child and a sick man and deserve everything that has happened to you. I'm waiting. So, this entitled little rich girl, but it is what it is, was basically, out in her dad online, and she, told him, listen, come on live and tell the people, come on live and tell the people. Why she gotta come on live and tell the people? Now she posted out the whole text thread. Just why? I'm out here praying for you and hoping everything goes well. And you call my mother a piece of ish. And then he said, neutral my ass. I don't even appear in your media. And your mother has stolen my money and the love of my kids. As she promised she is. She actually is. So I guess, listen. Oh, child, this is juicy. And then it goes on, she put the little blue tag over it so we can't see everything she said. But it says something like, you will never say that to me again. I'll never speak to you until you die. Don't ever say that again. And in the little black box, it says, I've had enough. I know I may. Oh, child, that's little. I know whatever it says. But he says that your mama is a piece of shit. Hold on, let me yell at my dog. Okay. Now, Biggie says that Russell is a piece of shit too. Okay, that's what Biggie says. Okay, Biggie, stop it. Okay, now we back. You said even Biggie said he over it. I know it's a mess. Why is are they putting this online? Hold on, let me see. It's a whole bunch of them. Stop. We're gonna review some more. We're gonna review some more. Like this video as y'all come in here. Hold on, we're gonna review this. Put myself over here in the corner. Okay, I see you, Facebook. You said Kimora has 2 more children after Ming and Aoki, right? Where are those daddies? I guess they over there taking care of the little children. The other 2 are young and they're not even finished with high school yet. I don't think. I don't know. But here's the next text thread. She says, Aoki says, I do my best. I did not side with anyone over any legal business. He's been directly harmful to me. He tries to get at my mom by hurting us since I was 16 or 17. He literally forced me into needing therapy, but said sorry. He doesn't have $100 a month to pay for a session. I'm trying to pull up when he sued his ex-wife. Here it is right here. I listen, I had to go back for a minute just to remind y'all that he sued Kimora for fraud. Okay, let's just go back real quickly before I finish reading these texts. Okay. Y'all remember this? Okay. Russell Simmons sues ex-wife Kimora Lee for fraud and allegedly stealing stocks to pay her new husband's bail fees. Okay. Y'all remember Kimora was married to Tim Lesner, who pleaded guilty to money laundering in 2018, and he had to pay almost 44 million to avoid jail time. Y'all remember Kimora married that white man? Okay. And so Russell said that she took the money. She took the money that, I guess he had stored. He was on the run from them allegations. She took the money and paid his fees, and now he claims that he is broke because Kimora took all the money. Now, hold on. In the complaint, he said that Lee and Lesnar conspired to fraudulently transfer almost 4 million shares of the energy drink company Celsius to their accounts in order to help pay for Lesnar's legal fees for a 2018 money laundering case in which he pled guilty. It also accuses the couple of a breach of contract and breach of confidential relations. Simmons and Lee were married from 1998 to 2009. They broke up in 2006, but they maintained a friendly quote unquote relationship as both business partners and co-parents to their daughters, Ming and Aoki. In 2016, Lee and her husband, who is now her ex-husband, joined Simmons' investment company, New Horizons, which is allegedly how all the problems began. In the filing, Simmons quoted a letter he wrote to Lee in an attempt to reaffirm my 50% of the Celsius shares without getting the court involved. Now, y'all remember he was on the run. He left the States, moved to Bali because he had all these allegations against him and he did not want to go to jail. So, there was like a lot of exchange of cash. This is rich people problems for real, for real. But he goes on in the letter and said, throughout my entire decades long partnership with you, I've done everything and anything to protect and promote our family, he wrote. I have never said no to any request and have always gone against my own counsel to offer up much more than any judge would ever require of me in order to keep the peace. I am shocked and saddened to see how your side has behaved in response to my repeated attempts to get an agreement from you to rightfully and legally reaffirm my 50% of the Celsius shares, which you have locked up with the government after being used for your husband's bail money. So he was pissed off that, the money that he had stashed away was being used for, that Caucasian man. Hold on, what y'all saying? You said the two had okay, you said he's telling the truth. Ooh. So Kimora over there saying that Russell's wrong, and Russell is saying that Kimora took all the money. Now, meanwhile, hold on, let me go back to this. Let me go back to these text threads. Meanwhile, here's Aoki in the middle of it. And she says, Dad, I stopped talking to you because you were giving me panic attacks to the point I was placed on medication every time we spoke. I cannot have a relationship with you until that stops. No one stops me from talking to you. My health does. I have to put that first. Every time I spoke to you, you would yell and scream about a legal situation that I can't even respond to because I am not involved. I am your child, not your lawyer, your ex-wife, any of it. I can do nothing, yet you yell at me like it's my fault. You were putting so much anger and rage on me every phone call, cursing, screaming, and God knows what else. I'm sorry, but I cannot be the target of that. It's not fair. It's got to the point I could not hear your voice without having an anxiety attack. You have to at least respect I'm putting my health and well-being first. Russell clapped back and said, I have boundaries. Your mother and Tim took what equals $250 million of my money. And I saw his number under Aoki's boyfriend. Don't respond. He really can't understand your mother, and neither can you. It's okay. Punish me. You aren't stupid. Stop it. At some point, you know the truth. Honestly, I just care about your well being. I love you. And then Aoki said, "You're being blocked for not respecting my boundaries. I asked you 10 million times to not talk to me about this lawsuit again. Happy holidays. I love you." It's too much. It is too much. But she put another one up where she says where he typed in, you see that literally broke. Literally broke. So I guess she was asking for money and he was saying, "Listen, I'm broke. Your mama got all my money. So you need to go get it from her." And here's, some more text that she put up where she said, "I have done everything I could do since I was 15. I have tried my hardest to not have drama, to be quiet and claim for the sake of the family that I love. But I don't know what a person can do at this point. Maybe if I was older, I know." And she also says some of us do think he's mentally ill or experiencing something like dementia. He really acts like he hates and does not know his children frequently. Prior to his media issues, i.e., the accusations. He was really the best dad ever and a great co parent. He and my mom were best friends. We all defended him against anything, and then he suddenly turned on anyone who would let him lash out. It's really just terrifying to watch. Child, this a mess, honey. You say he is terrible, he is terrible, she is terrible, the family is terrible. Why do we know all this? That's what I want to know. Why are we in the middle of it? Why? Hold on. Let me take Biggie out. Why is we in the middle of it? I want to know. Meanwhile, hold on. I want to put some more of what Kimora saying in here. If I can find it. They probably deleted it. Oh, here it is, right here. Shout out to the Shade Room for even going through it. Because I could not be bothered. Okay. So Kimora accused Russell of attacking her family. Okay, after Ming Lee's post, and he cut his daughters off while they were trying to go through college. This is what Kimora saying. Russell saying he broke. Kimora saying he cut everybody off. He cut everybody off because Kimora had all the money.
It's funny though how this particular person in question, because I could go in on a few of them one by one. But it's funny how this particular person, if you again go look back, you'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said like, "I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture." None of that's true. I like receipts. So of course I have text messages. I have messages from all my kids. You can go and see. I think the bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this was over the past many months, when their dad just sort of cut them off. He was contributing a little bit of cash to their like monthly, college spending, not much, a couple $100 probably, maybe $500, maybe, and I never get into. And so one day he just kind of cut the kids off. There was no more money coming in, no more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem. I stepped up, I did it. But when he did this, it was around just before finals and graduation. It was some months ago, just before finals and graduation. And he did it without telling the kids or talking to the kids or anything. He did it, it's funny, after he did an interview with, I heard some clips from an interview with this young man. I don't know, but I see him a lot. I think his name is Academic or DJ Academic. Oh, happy Juneteenth, you guys. We're doing all this on Juneteenth. Come on, let it go. Let it out. So I saw in that you should honor them, which I believe you should. But he was saying to the guy, like, "I'm so rich. I got this and I got that and I'm this and that." None of that could be further from the truth. He has turned around, and then again, I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, "I'm broke, I this, I that, I can't, go get it from your mom." Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years, myself and my ex-husband. Again, this is all proven with receipts. So if whatever, somebody doesn't
Now
like
she
what
been
I'm
taking
saying,
care of him for
talk
10
about it. You
years.
can come, we can open up our receipts. I love it. I love receipts. But I've taken care of this person to the tune of many, many, many millions of dollars to help
Ooh,
with their
where'd she get it
bills, their
from?
overhead, their companies that they run into the ground, their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff. I don't necessarily speak for my kids, but I think I could take probably a good shot at it. They're sleeping right now because you should honor them, which I believe you should. Not even 8:30 in the morning. But my two oldest girls, they're young women. They're young women of the world. I think that was very tough for them that their dad like kind of cut them off and cut off conversation and cut off helping them. And he's even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it. While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. Not even 8:30. Didn't just start to see my kids. We didn't just go through a divorce. We went through this divorce, I don't know, 20 years ago. 20 some odd years ago. So this is not a situation, again, you can get receipts, you can go see where they say like, oh, kids been brainwashed, but we've been fine up until these past several years. So, what happened? All of a sudden now the kids are brainwashed. All of a sudden now these young women who are grown women are babies. They have their own relationship with you. You have your own not existent relationship with them. I'm just asking that you please leave us alone. I've tried to go to lawyers and get help. I've tried to show all the crazy texts I've had to block. Like, you do crazy shit, like send flowers to yourself and take a picture and post it on the gram and tell everybody I sent you flowers. Again, I have receipts of all of this. I have receipts from your office saying that you sent flowers to yourself.
Oh,
Didn't
my
just start to
God.
see my kids. We didn't just go through a divorce. We went through this divorce, I don't know, 20 years ago. 20 some odd.
Okay, well, anyway, Aoki was they were supposed to be asleep. It was 8:30 in the morning while Kimora was in the coat closet. Okay. But Aoki got in the comment section, said, I'm going to have to block him. And then she started arguing with people in the comments saying, Grace, shut up. He's literally in my phone telling me about my mother and sister. You duck off, she said. Then she said, nobody relies on him. He's flat broke and won't even get me an Uber at night if I'm unsafe. He says, take the subway. Good luck. She also says, we tried to keep it private. He literally taunts and bullies us every day. I have phone tapes of him threatening me. It's not okay. He's literally ruining my life. So she was in the comment section. And these are the posts that he had posted that we talked about earlier. But yeah, it's a mess, honey. It's a whole mess. I don't know, y'all. Listen. Now he done came forward and he pretty much said to his daughters, I love you guys more than I love myself. Okay. He said God is testing you a little bit. It's okay. Be strong. They are called growing pains. As you know, we grow through adversity and struggles. You were forced to read my books and hear me preach your whole childhood. Reach back, remember, smile and breathe. Smile and breathe. You are the watchers of this world, so let go and be at ease. God is driving and he is working on you. No conditions for sure. I love you guys more than I love myself. So, Russell then came back and pretty much said what he said. And Aoki, after she wrote, that my father's not well for years, he needs help and won't acknowledge that he refuses to acknowledge he is not himself. He has threatened and bullied my sister, my grandmama. He has harassed my grandmama in the middle of the night in poor health. Send a man to my sister's apartment at 2 a.m. to scare her. He lashes out at anyone who does not say, oh, Russell, everything is fine. Well, it's not fine. If I never get a fashion job again, like he threatens, I'll be a lawyer, I guess, and I'll work in criminal justice. Sure, I love my job, but if he takes it away from me, I won't die. You don't threaten my sister and grandma and mother and say, who's going to believe you? I'm Russell Simmons. Nobody thinks I'm crazy. Well, he is. The end. Close scene. We'll see this on Lifetime eventually because it's more than It's more than what it is. I know this is working out to be a long lie, but it's more than this. Like as Kimora has talked and said that she was taking care of him. Listen, it's gonna be some investigations going on. That's what I see in the future. That's what I see. They all outing this, and now Russell trying to shut it down because the feds is watching. The feds is watching. But I'm digressing. Okay, go ahead and like this video as y'all come in. We're gonna talk about the main subject. We're gonna talk about the main subject. I didn't even mean to go this long. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Child, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 7. Keeping it Gucci, keeping it Gucci. Hold on a second. I gotta get something. Somebody told me to wear my Gucci while we do this. Hold on. Hey Google, set office thermostat to 72. Did I make y'all Gucci? Did I make y'all's did I make it go off or what? Did I make it? Hold on. We about to go to our Gucci brunch. Hold on. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, we about to go to our Gucci brunch, honey. This is all I get. This is all I get. I don't spend all my money on the Gucci. I just spend a little bit. Oh, you said bye, Kenya and Kandi. I am over them. You over them? Make it right. Yeah, make it right. Okay, we good. We good. All right, we good. Anyway, did y'all watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta? Did y'all watch everything keeping it Gucci? Did y'all watch it? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all watched this week's episode. Yes, a hot Gucci mess on Atlanta. Okay. Yes, like this video as you come in. Like it, like it, like it, like it, like it, like it. Somebody said no, no, no. It was boring. Hold on. I want Marlo to slap Kenya too. I really do. It is too much. This stuff that's going on with Kandi and Kenya. I know a lot of people have said that I put 20 on 10 when I talk about Kandi, that I be dragging Kandi, that I must, why don't you like Kandi? What did Kandi do to you? I'm glad. I am really in my feels right now because y'all are finally starting to see what I see. Y'all are finally starting to see that Kandi is manipulative and fundamentally deceptive, like Matt called Kenya. That's why they like each other, because they are one and the same. This alliance that Kandi and Kenya has got going on, it needs to stop, but I guess it won't. We just gonna watch it play out, child. But Drew is in the alliance. Kandi is in the alliance. Manetta wasn't even there. She in the alliance, and Kenya is in the alliance. And as you can see, it's like they all keep piling on to, like, like jump Marlo. And I know y'all be like, Marlo is the criminal. Marlo has the mug shots. Marlo slashed the girl's face, and we know all that. That was known well before this season even started. But it's interesting to note that Kandi and Kenya use that every single time there's an issue. Kenya calling Marlo a bottom of the, what did she call her? A bottom of the rung. What is it? Hold on. I wrote it down. Kenya was throwing out insult after insult after insult. And I know I'm starting at the back, but that's okay, because I might not even spend a whole lot of time on this. I might let y'all call in, because y'all ain't gonna do nothing but say what I see anyway. But a lot of the notes that I have is that Kenya calling Marlo a bottom rung bitch. She also said, she was yelling out that, she got real gutter. She was yelling out that Marlo sold her pussy for a bag. It's like, girl, why? Okay, breathe, Michelle. Okay, you said, can you toss salads? Not can you toss salad. But before I go there, let's give Drew just a teensy bit, honey. Drew and Ralph. This Drew and Ralph situation, everybody says that they know that Drew and Ralph is gonna break up at the end of the season and they waiting for it. But before, now it's like we see that, it seems like they're getting along perfectly. I don't know if they just acting for the cameras or what. I'm tired of the Real Housewives of Atlanta producers focusing on Ralph as if he's the only eye candy. Well, I guess he is, because Ross don't be there. But I don't really see it for Ralph like that. I don't like his hairline. And they keep they keep showing Ralph as if he is just the finest thing since sliced bread, and I really don't care for him. And we already know, the people say that, all the gays love him, and they say that's why all the gays love him because he hang out with all the gays. That's what the streets of Atlanta be saying, but I don't know. I don't be there. But Drew met with a video director named Rage. Okay, they say he has done videos for DJ Drama, T.I., Soldier Boy. And it's like, Drew, is that the direction you taking us in your music career? You want to be like T.I. and Soldier Boy? We need somebody that directed like Lauryn Hill or Jill Scott or Erica Badu or somebody. Like, we need some female like artists. I don't know. It just feeling like you really going in the wrong direction. But whatever the case, the producer didn't know Drew's background, okay, because he was pretty much saying, we haven't seen you since whatever it was. And then she said something about Step Up, and he didn't even know what Step Up was. Y'all remember that? You said Portia's Flatline. Yes, we need that director, okay. But one thing I want to know is, somebody asked me this over on Patreon. What happened to Drop It with Drew? All these things that Drew, all of these ladies always get these business things in mind, and they kind of just disappear. It's almost like She by Sheree, even though Sheree keeps using it to her advantage by bringing it up every now and then. But Drop It with Drew is just a distant memory. Remember, she was supposed to be working out and losing weight, and Ralph was her business partner, but then she went and got a mommy makeover. It's like, how you doing Drop It with Drew, but you having surgery? But there's that. But speaking of Drop It with Drew, the producer, the video director wanted to know if Ralph was in shape for this video. And they then cut to like Ralph with no shirt on. We didn't need to see that. Did we need to see that? You said Drop It with Drew was dropped. Okay. She dropped it literally. Okay. You said the ladies was making it all about Marlo's mugshot and past. It's no different than the ladies always talking about Kandi used to be a hoe. I think that's a little different because Kandi still is a hoe. Kandi still talks about threesomes. Kandi does a whole sex. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves, Takeda. We're getting ahead of ourselves now. Hold on, my damn seat is dropping. I said drop it with Drew, and my seat dropped. Okay. Now, you said Drop It with Drew's career draining and Raffling needs to go back to acting class. Well, Drew, it is what it is. So he wanted to know if Ralph was in shape. Clearly he was. I think that was like a line fed to him by production for them to have an excuse to show Ralph with no shirt on, because we don't care, Ralph. I mean, and why is Ralph the only husband that's involved this season? Like, we don't even see Todd. We don't see Ross. Ross is MIA. It ain't no other man. Look, Kenya's man. Where is Mark? Mark been gone. The Kill Me Crazy guy. We keep seeing the same picture of Kenya and this Kill Me Crazy guy. Like, they only met one time out in the streets and took a picture together. And that's the picture they keep regurgitating over and over and over again. Why ain't got no more pictures? Why he ain't around? We don't know him. But I'm digressing. Now, Sanya and Sheree partner together. I found that Sanya and Sheree's partnership, when they went to that little cryotherapy, whatever it's called, date, I felt like that was a positive kind of pairing because they're both into fitness. They both look good. One is an Olympic gold medalist, and the other is a shyster who used to boost Gucci. But there's that. You said Monyetta got a man, but she don't count. She's not a housewife. You said Ralph was on Sisters. What? No, he wasn't. Michelle, you get your answers if you pay attention. I pay attention, Anthony. Don't you come in here saying your husband is fine. He is fine, but he'll never be around. He be in wherever she said he was, Houston somewhere with the car service. So anyway, Sheree and Sanya go on a little date, for their health and fitness. That was cute. Sheree said she was, Sanya brought up the fact that Rihanna brought up She by Sheree. And people was like, Rihanna didn't really bring up She by Sheree. In fact, we got the little receipt right here. Rihanna was asked about She by Sheree, and I think the man wanted her to throw some shade at She by Sheree, and she kind of just was nice about it. Hold on, here is what was said about She by Sheree. Where it go? Oh, history. Here it is, right here. I lost it just that quick. It's right here on my phone though. How I send it to here? Send, share. This is live, y'all. So go ahead and like this video. Airdrop, Michelle. There I am. There she is. Boom. Okay, so here it is right here. So this is what Rihanna said about She by Sheree.
Sport, what's up? What is up? How you gonna come and disrupt She by Sheree?
Oh my gosh, She by Sheree. I love Sheree. Don't they?
That's my girl.
Okay, good.
Now let's talk about Volume 4, honey, because
So that was it. I mean, that was her little statement that she made about She by Sheree, and it wasn't like a statement where yes, I rock She by Sheree all the time, but we'll take it. He said Sanya got her original body. I get her passes for that. Okay, but yes, we was researching. But anyway, moving on. That's when Sheree was like, people have been everybody is divided. Okay, after Courtney's little get together, which should have been a great get together because it was like one of the first ones this season. Like everybody like left, like Kandi left, Drew left, and Kenya left, the whole alliance, and Manetta left. The alliance left, and it just left, Sheree, Sanya, Courtney, and Marlo. So it is like a straight line down the middle. We can tell now. Sheree says she's gonna she wants everything to be Gucci, so she said she's gonna have a brunch, and that's what she got the idea from. She wants everything to be Gucci, everything to be good. People use Gucci and good interchangeably. Okay, he said, why is YouTube playing ads? Because this is a live video, honey. He said Carlos King said Kandi and Kenya are in an alliance. Okay, Carlos King did he just wake up? Did he just figure that out? Like, I'm confused. Y'all telling me what Carlos said. I told y'all that 6 months ago. Anyway, moving on. Now what's interesting is Kandi when we talk about branding, okay, Sheree was like, Kandi been shading her brand all season, this, that, and the third. And I would like to agree with that. I know people are like, Kandi is on the hot seat. Everybody's talking about the OLG and the Blaze shooting and all this, but it's really Kandi. If you look at the very first episode of this season, Kandi Cody Click, Don One was actually the first one to talk about the Sheree, no She by Sheree, and the website being down. And of course, those are Kandi's mouthpieces. Y'all seem to forget that. Okay. He said Kandi needs to realize that Sanya is not a part of the Kandi Cody Click. Sanya does not have to agree with her. She does not. Okay. True T. Exactly. You said the alliance that got busted. The alliance, yeah, we've been to about the alliance. Nene told y'all about the alliance, but y'all didn't want to hear her. But I'm digressing. You said Don One told no lies, but here's the gag. Don One may not have told any lies because I don't see it for Sheree either after that witch tried to sue me. But how can you talk about Sheree's business, but you don't want nobody to talk about your business? Isn't that a bit hypocritical? How can you clearly keep coming for Sheree? We even see a scene for next week where she calls Sheree She by Sheen, but you don't want nobody to talk about the OLG. You don't want nobody to talk about Blaze. You don't want nobody to talk about the shooting. You don't want nobody to talk about the low health scores. You don't want nobody to talk about that. But you want everything that anyone says about you to be good. That's not fair, is it? Is it? I don't know. He said, what's up with Kandi stealing Twitter reads? That's all she got, child. She is selfish. Okay. Now, in addition, okay, let's move on to Marlo and Courtney. They had a little Marlo says she has a blind date scheduled, so we'll finally get to see Marlo with a man, honey. The man that's the chef over there at Seesaw. I was at Seesaw the other day with Josh. Okay. They said that she said that her cousin introduced her, and it's kind of like a blind date, and she's excited about it. And then she thanked Courtney. Okay, she thanked Courtney for being, one of the few in her life, in her circle, that finally helped her get her record cleared. Now, I don't know about you, but Marlo has been allegedly dating billionaires. She been connected to a whole bunch of people all these years. Why you ain't think to clear your record before now? It took somebody kicking in your front door for you to want a gun to clear your record. I don't get it. Anita D, thank you, says Kandi says she helped her friends get to the bag, but she's also getting a percentage of that bag too. Amen, Anita. She didn't help nobody do nothing. Even with Marlo, even getting Marlo on that show, Kandi was pitching a show to another network, which in turn was going to put money in her and Todd's pockets. So was she helping Marlo or was she helping herself? Is the reason why she's really pissed off at Marlo because Marlo decided to take Real Housewives of Atlanta's friend check, which was bigger than the show check, or she's mad at Marlo because she's going at it. I don't know. That's something to be had. Okay. Marlo also apologized to Courtney for the terrible get together because apparently, that get together was supposed to be one where everybody, made amends. Like they made amends in Birmingham pretty much. And when they got back, Kandi was the only one that hadn't been seen. Kandi came in fire hot and turned up on everybody, Kandi and Kenya. So I don't know why Marlo was apologizing when it was clearly Kandi and Kenya who turned up during Courtney's event. Even Courtney and Kandi made amends, which we don't even know why Kandi was pissed off at Courtney because Courtney was just asking her why was she asking around about her when she heard that she was going to be on the show. But there's that. Another thing I think Marlo may have lied about. Now we're gonna call Marlo out too. Marlo said she hadn't seen Kandi in order to discuss that situation. So now was the perfect time. So it's like, but wait a minute, it's been like 2 years since it happened. We know you didn't seen her now. I don't know. You might could say you haven't been had a one-on-one with her, you haven't been able to talk to her. You can say all of that, but you done seen her, Marlo. Don't lie now. We team Marlo, but we're not gonna be on team Marlo if you gonna start spreading lies. You said Kandi and Kenya is bringing down the franchise. Okay. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Anita, for the super chat. Kandi and Kenya is eating each other's cream pie. That might be true. They do be liking stuff like that. Courtney was all up in her face. Jeez. Y'all must not be watching the same show. I don't think she was in her face the way you talking about, child. She was asking her a simple question, and Kandi got booked, and Kandi got loud, and Kandi got aggressive. Are you watching the same show? Someone asking you a question and you getting agitated about it does not warrant a physical aggression, ma'am. I don't know where you grew up at, but where I grew up at, just because somebody mad at you does not mean you can threaten to headbutt them. Okay, now Kandi, in the meantime, while Marlo is meeting with no, that was different. Hold on. Yeah, that was during the same time. While Marlo was meeting with Courtney and they were talking about, they were going to the brunch. Marlo said, asked Courtney, did she need some, Gucci? Because she had plenty of used Gucci at her lay archive, straight out the closet, straight from Marlo's closet. Kandi and Sanya was meeting at the OLG game. Of course, Kandi can never pass up an opportunity to promote her brand, even though she got on them fried chicken commercials. And y'all was saying that Kandi is promoting fried chicken and she's not promoting the OLG or Blaze. You notice that every single time that Kandi films, she makes them film at one of her restaurants. She filmed at Blaze earlier in the season when her nephew came in there with his arm in a sling, and now she's filming at the OLG. Now, while there, she orders everything on the menu. Okay. Everything on the menu. And, people like Kandi will not pass up the opportunity to eat, to, chomp on some things. Okay. Even Sanya was like, I'm not hungry. Sanya's all about her fitness. Sanya said she did not want to eat none of that greasy food. But there's that. Sanya was asking, this was what I found interesting. I got this in my notes. Sanya asked Kandi about Todd. Okay. And it's crazy because she was like, yeah, he working on a movie. Yeah, he doing this. But then she starts talking about her own accolades. I just walked the red carpet of the Piano Man, and then I had to come back to the ghetto, as your friend would call it. It was like, hold up, Kandi. It's not the first time you've been called ghetto, and it won't be the last. Your friend KKKK Kim Zosiak called your whole house ghetto, and you did not get on her. So I don't understand why you mad at Courtney for saying that. And then the fact of her bringing up the situation with Courtney, cops saying that Kandi brought the ghetto out to the club. It's like you made amends with Courtney. Why are you bringing it back up? Like, y'all say Kandi holds grudges. Clearly, she has held this grudge. Okay. I thought they was cool. You still throwing shade at the girl. Now, Sanya says she didn't want uh her friendship with Marlo to interfere with her relationship with Kandi because she was like, I could be friends with two people at the same time. But Kandi said that's not true. Kandi was like, my brother died. My brother, I may not be the sentimental person. I wish Josh was here to do the goat voice. Cause I know y'all be thinking I be dragging Kandi or whatever, but y'all gotta admit that was the classic Kandi goat voice. Uh, my brother died when I was 15. It's like, Kandi, come on. We look, now you talk about what Marlo's nephew got to do with the shooting at OLG. What your brother died when you was 15 and you 50 now got to do with what's going on now. I'm just trying to figure that out, okay? But Kandi wants people to have empathy towards her. Kandi wants to pull at the heartstrings, I guess. Kandi realized that she made a mistake in these first 5, 6 episodes by being aggressive, and now she's trying to show the softer side of her by, saying that. And she says she's not that sentimental. You're not that sentimental, but every time we see Kandi, she's crying and her voice is shaking. She's not that emotional, but every time we see her, she's getting emotional. So, I mean, she's getting mad, she's getting angry. She's, either she's on that side of the fence or she's crying. So I don't know, Kandi. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that you're not a good friend. You say you and Kenya are friends. Y'all be sending each other gifts and stuff. That's what you claim. So I mean, when you say not that sentimental as a friend, what does that mean? You're just not sentimental to Marlo? Was that what that meant? Because I'm not getting it. And y'all have known each other for 10 years. Y'all have worked together for at least 10 years, whether y'all were friendly or not. You sent Nene flowers, or you pitched in to send her flowers. And I know y'all not friends, so you could have done the same, but clearly you didn't want to, and that's besides the point. Kandi said that Sheree had a rap song. I don't think Sheree ever had a rap song. She did have that who gonna check you, boo? Who's gonna check you, boo? Y'all remember that? But I'm digressing. And Sanya took the opportunity to say that Sheree invited them to the Gucci brunch, and producers made her read that lame poem that Sheree wrote about the Gucci brunch, talking about don't be a stale coochie, come in your Gucci or something. I don't even know what it said, but there's that. You said let's give Sheree a piece. We getting to Sheree. We getting there. You want people to go after Kenya and Kandi for this ghetto disrespectful behavior. That's what I keep saying. I've been telling y'all this. If you watch any of my videos, the last 2 videos that I did on this, I said fire Kenya, then another one I said fire Kandi, because at the end of the day, both of them are tag teaming with each other and not allowing Marlo to get a word in edgewise. And it's clear that they have sat off camera and like conspired to be like, oh, we gonna fuck Marlo. We're gonna get people not to film with Marlo. We're gonna isolate Marlo. Every time Marlo speaks, we're gonna speak over her. And it's like, are y'all serious? Like, we see this. You do realize we watching this all go down. Like, it first happened at the winery when they were sitting backstage, when Drew was, issued the task of coming to the group to ask about the shooting, the pow pow. And she couldn't even say the word shooting because apparently it's illegal to say it in Chicago. But and Marlo called her out about it, and ever since then, Kandi's been pissed off with Marlo, and that's pretty much how it went. But they would not allow Marlo to speak. Okay, but before I get there, I gotta talk about Kenya's doctor's appointment. Can I please talk about Kenya's doctor's appointment? And child. First of all, Kenya hadn't even been in the doctor's appointment in years, I guess. How old is Brooklyn? She hadn't been there since Brooklyn was born, because she had she hadn't seen it before, because she was like, oh my God, it looks so beautiful in here. So apparently they had remodeled since the last time she'd been there. Okay. She's talking about she had been having hot flashes and cold flashes, and apparently that's a sign of menopause or perimenopause or something. The doctor said she gave us some pills a while ago that should have corrected that. And she was like, it probably increased her sex drive too. And Kenya was like, yeah, it sure did. And then they show that picture of Kenya and Rory from Kill Me Crazy yet again. It's like, why do we keep seeing the same picture? Do you not have another picture of Kenya and the man? Because clearly we don't know nothing. Now she talks about her embryos that she had. when she participated in IVF with Mark. I called Mark a sperm donor a long time ago before Brooklyn was born, and people was dragging me for that. And I even called Kenya a single mother, and people was dragging me for that. But she is a single mother, and she wanted Mark's sperm, and she got it, and she did not have the man; she had the sperm. So now, she said that she does not want multiple fathers, so she wants to use some of those embryos that they have together. And she was asking her doctor about it. Now, Kenya's what, in her 50s, and people are saying that's a geriatric pregnancy. Stop it, Biggie. Stop. That's geriatric pregnancy, and it's very high risk. Even though with Brooklyn it was high risk as well. She had pre how do you say it, preeclampsia. She had that when she had Brooklyn. The doctor was saying that was the most terrifying delivery that she's ever participated in, and so she doesn't suggested. She, brought up surrogacy. Kenya said she don't want a surrogate. And I'm like, all the things that she is shading, to me, she's shading her BFF Kandi. Kandi had surrogates, Kandi, pimped her surrogate out to all the people. Kandi, in the surrogate business. Kandi got more than one baby daddy. It's like, dang, Kenya, I mean, I don't know. Is this what we doing now? This your best friend you shading over here? Thank you so much. I can't pronounce it, but thank you so much. Preeclampsia. Yes, thank you. She was over the hill. Now, I feel for Kenya because, it's a lot of us, a lot of women who want children, who haven't had children. They are in the upper age, but, she has one. She has Brooklyn. So my thing is you should, be grateful and thankful. And if you want another one, think about alternatives. And I don't know. She doesn't want to do surrogate. There's adoptions. There's all kind of things. So there's that. But Kenya says that her contract with Mark, yeah, stipulates. I guess she'll have to talk to him. She said, hold on, Kenya. She doesn't want a surrogate. Kenya and Mark's contract. Like people were questioning this contract situation. Like, does that mean that she, contracted Mark's sperm? And a lot of people who have gone through IVF say that that's normal. I could shade Kenya all day long, but they say that that's normal when you go through surrogacy. Both people have to sign a contract on what to do so that they will agree with what to do with the embryo. So the woman can't just take the embryo and have the baby without the male's permission and then sue the man for child support later on for a child that he didn't want. Like they both have to be in agreement to it. Now my question about this situation is, where is Kenya's family? Y'all haven't wondered, like, we've been seeing this whole situation, like, where is Aunt Lori? You remember Aunt Lori, who people used to call Aunt Cisco? Where is Aunt Lori? Where is Chef Shay? Where is Mark? Where is anybody where is Kenya's dad? Where is Kenya's cousin? Where is anybody? Like, where is Kenya's family? We don't know. We don't know. Kenya don't have none. They don't want to be a part of this housewife stuff. I don't know what the gag is, but apparently, we don't know where they are. Okay. Moving on. So, Sheree's Gucci brunch. This is what y'all are waiting for. There was a seating chart that Sheree did that the people are like, Sheree, you already knew that was not going to work. Hold on. Here is the seating chart. Now, Sheree, in a dream world, well, she did move Kenya and Marlo. Okay, so in the dream world, originally she had Marlo where Kenya is sitting. Okay, there was Drew, there's Courtney, there's Marlo, Sheree in the middle, Kenya, Sanya, and Kandi. Okay, this Gucci brunch where she thought that everybody was gonna come together, everybody was gonna speak their piece. Courtney and Kandi had made up. Now you got Sanya and Kenya. We got all these people, and it was great to see them all working towards one solution, allegedly. Now, the outfits at the Gucci, hold on. Marlo said the Gucci was terrific, Lord. Hold on, I want to show a picture of the ladies. Did I have a picture of the ladies in here? Like this video as y'all come in, please, and thank you. Here they are. I got a picture of everybody except Marlo for some reason. But here are all the ladies at the Gucci brunch. Okay. Now, of course, Sheree had on, her Gucci bag, Gucci blazer. Sanya had Gucci from head to toe. Drew had Gucci, a little Gucci jacket and a Gucci belt bag. And nothing else. And Kandi had on a Gucci shirt, Adidas shirt. Okay. So Marlo, they gave Marlo a fashion corner. You said why it wasn't a She by Sheen brunch? Good question. But wait, Marlo's fashion corner, Marlo gave a description of everyone because Marlo came in, she had all snakeskin Gucci on. And Marlo said that Kenya's Gucci was thrifted because Kenya said she don't wear logos. Okay. She said she don't wear logos and she had a Chanel purse. Okay. But there's that. So Kenya did not care. Um Drew, she said Drew looked like the Gucci handyman. She said Sheree looked like she was about to give a deposition. She said Kandi was captain of the bowling team, and she said that Sanya was sample size, ready to wear. Okay, Sheree did look good. Everybody looked good. Okay, but there's that. But she didn't even did she say anything about Courtney with her Gucci belt and her Gucci shoes? I guess not. But there's that. Everybody looked amazing. Now as far as Kenya is concerned, Kenya says she don't wear labels, but there's evidence of her wearing labels online, like several of them. There's one with her all Fendi everything, one with her with all Gucci everything, one with the only thing I do is Google Kenya and labels, and Kenya will come up with some labels on. Hold on, here's one that I just found right here. Let me open this up. Open. Okay, here on one right here. Where she got what is this? Fendi? She got on all Fendi. So Kenya don't wear labels, but she wear labels. Okay. Kenya don't wear labels, but she wears labels. Okay. There she is. You said lay off the filter. Sanya looked the best. Well, I don't know who looked the best. Everybody was looking amazing. I guess it was a Gucci brunch. I don't know why Sheree didn't have a She by Sheree brunch. It would have made sense, but I guess the same way that Kandi is promoting KFC when she got her own restaurant. People promote other things. That's what they say. And I guess Bravo low key ain't trying to support they businesses. That's what I get from it. But there's that. Now, let me go ahead to my commentary about this brunch, honey, because I got a lot to say. Um, oh gosh. Sheree was trying to shed a tear when she said that it was too much division in the group. And she was like, how did we get here? I don't understand how we get here. We should be able to talk things out, which is great. That was a good way to bring everybody together. Now of course Kandi and Courtney had already made amends. Kandi said she pretty much had came in with an open mind because the original argument between she and Courtney was stupid, which it was. I agree, you should agree. I told you for Kandi to be talking about headbutting somebody was just ignorant. You don't know this lady. Why you gonna try to lay hands on her? Now, Sanya and Kenya tried to talk because Sonya still feel ways about what happened in Birmingham because Kenya told her she could leave. You are a non-factor, Sonya. You could just kick rocks and leave. And she was offended by that. Now Kenya said she was offended about something that Sonya had said on Watch What Happens Live when she said she had a fake booty. It's like how Kenya offended about Sonya talking about her booty when everybody been talking about Kenya's fake booty since she arrived on the show. You remember Phaedra was talking about her fake booty. Everybody been talking about the fake booty. Now, Drew, Drew was shady in the confessional. Now, I thought she was team Kenya and Kandi, but Drew said Kenya can gain weight, Kenya can lose weight, but her butt gonna always be the same size. And Sheree said it's not giving squats, not shots. It's giving shots, not squats. Okay. Marlo said that everybody knew it. Okay. But whatever the case, Kenya is pissed off. Okay. But the real reason that Kenya's pissed off is that Sanya seems to be Marlo's friend, or at least giving Marlo an opportunity. And I feel like Kandi and Kenya do not want to do that. Now Kenya and Marlo, Kenya was really gaslighting. Okay, she would not let Marlo finish a sentence. As soon as Marlo opened her mouth, Kenya would interrupt her. Sheree would ask Marlo a question. Kenya would interject. I did not like that. Okay. Sheree asked Marlo, did she think she was being genuine? As soon as Marlo started to say, yeah, I think I'm being genuine, here come Kenya and Kenya. Genuine, you're not genuine. I can't believe you brought this up. So Marlo reminded Kandi that it was actually Drew. who brought up the pow pow at the restaurant first. And then as soon as she started talking about that, Drew, everybody interject and nobody lets her finish the conversation. So then it's Drew, Kenya, and Kandi all pouncing on Marlo at the same time. So it's like, did y'all say that this was gonna happen? Did y'all all agree that y'all was gonna meet at this brunch and y'all would not let Marlo talk or have any camera time? Because that's what it felt like to me. Marlo was kind of getting kind of pissed off because she couldn't get a word in edgewise. Every single time she opened her mouth, somebody would cut her off. Every single time she would say how she felt, somebody would cut her off. She would not finish the sentence. As soon as she tried to talk to Kandi, Kenya would try to interject and cut, direct the conversation over there. It was a mess. So Marlo got up. Marlo said, I'm about to go. I'm tired. I'm going to the bathroom, but she really was about to leave. As she was leaving, Kenya yelling out, calling Marlo a bottom rung bitch, acting real gutter, talking about Marlo sell her coochie for a bag and all this. Is like, where is this coming from? Where's all this animosity? Why is y'all doing this? Sheree had to ask Kenya to kind of stand down a little bit. Like, hold up, like, we here for a reason. You doing too much, okay? Sheree tried to interject, but Kandi shut her down. And I mean, Sanya tried to interject, and then of course, Kandi was like, you're not Marlo's mouthpiece, you're not her lawyer, you don't have to tell me what Marlo means. But everybody else was telling Kandi what Marlo meant. Hell, Kenya was telling Kandi what Marlo meant. Drew was telling Kandi what Marlo meant. Now saying you can't say nothing. So, but because she's on Marlo's side, but whatever the case, it's a mess. Kandi, we see you, Kandi. It was very aggressive, very rude. Marlo left the luncheon. He said Marlo tried to walk away dramatically like Nene, but it was low vibrational. You literally take a hammer and hit Kenya butt and it's still in the sneak peek of next week, honey, we see Kandi calling Sheree's business she by Sheen to her face. Okay. And my thing is, Kandi is always dragging somebody's business and did not want anybody to say anything about hers. Like, we can't say nothing about Candy's business. You can't say nothing about Candy's man. You can't say nothing about Candy's nothing. Kandi will get mad or she'll have Kenya or Manetta or somebody to come and drag you. But there's that. Let me know what you all rate this episode. I kind of rated a 8, a 7.5, a 8. It was interesting. I guess I like watching it simply because I like seeing Kandi get her comeuppance. Okay. Hold on. You said nothing about Mama Joyce's wig either. Let me see what y'all give it between a 1 and 10, with 10 being the best. You give it a 0, a 8, a 2, a 5, a 9. We are Team Truth, honey. You said leave Marla alone, aggressive and using vulgar and degrading language. That is definitely what Kenya was doing. And what happened to all this black female unity? Is that black female unity by, accusing another woman of selling her body, accusing a slut shaming another woman, talk about she sold her body for a bag? Is that female unity? Like, could she not say anything else to demean Marlo Hampton? It's just a mess. I don't like that part. But anyway. Not Kandi eating on Shamia. All right, last night was a 10. Oh, if you say so. We'll see tomorrow. Hold on, we got Mickey in the building. Hey, Mickey.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Ah, man. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. Mess. Mess, mess, mess. Yeah,
What you
but
think?
yeah, the whole like what you said now about the fake women empowerment, they only use that to their advantage when they want to, when they want to make themselves look good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Kenya saying, "Oh, that's her brand," but y'all are doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are on the same show doing the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
and them constantly bringing up the what happened 23 years ago. Bravo, Bravo, been new, and maybe that's why they didn't give her, a peach all those, for all the years she's been on, but it's just it's like low hanging fruit to me at this point. Like, they know that she has a past. They've shown the mugshots. It's been discussed here and there throughout the years. They always use that as a dig to her. But
Mhm.
Bravo still decided to have her on, the show, rather it be as a friend and now as a peach holder. So y'all are doing the same thing. So I don't know. Like I'm really starting to feel bad for Marlo. This whole Mean Girls alliance, either you with us or you're not with us, and we're just gonna like not even acknowledge you. It's really like it's petty, it's low, it's too much, and Sheree is crying like, "Oh my god, like the show is bad as it is, and y'all are trying to make it worse." Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Sheree, like, I need this coin, honey. I
I
don't know.
need this coin, but I love how Sheree has been clocking these people constantly. She is just saying that, what, like Marlo can't say anything. Like y'all keep on, why do y'all can speak on Kandi's behalf, but when Marlo tries to speak, or if Sheree tries to speak, or Sanya, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And even
Can we talk about how Kandi can speak on it on her channel and sway narratives, and nobody else can speak on it?
exactly, nobody else is making YouTube videos. Nobody else is.
It's not even YouTube videos. It's YouTube, Instagram, whatever. It's giving me that Kandi is the only one who's allowed to actually have a
Yeah,
voice.
yeah,
Like
that's very
nobody
obvious.
else says anything about the
Nobody,
show.
they
Like,
just
why
tweet.
is that?
The only thing they do is tweet.
Mhm.
Nobody says anything. So clearly, she does have uh that advantage, and they let her use all the clips from the show and all of that, and even they used like a clip from her speak on it on the show, I think this week, or it's going to be next week or whatever, where she was like dragging Sheree. But why is it that even with Sheree, it's like you can talk about other people's shortcomings, but when we talk about you, you want to you want to like, she wanted to choke Marlo. You know what I'm saying? The double standards.
She wanted to choke Marlo. She wanted to headbutt Courtney.
Yeah,
It's like too much.
it's getting too much. But I think that they should have had a one-on-one. It should have been Marlo and Kandi. It shouldn't be everybody else, because Kenya, everything that comes out of Kenya's mouth is just vulgar, disgusting. It's kind of reminding me of the old Kenya. This is not
The
even your
old Kenya and the
issue.
new Kenya are the same, clearly.
Yeah, but the whole thing and all of that, like, oh, that's her man. You remember when she said there's a card reader between your legs or whatever? That
Mhm.
one reunion, like, it just is too much. Y'all are doing
Mhm.
the same thing. Kenya, like, stop it already. It's
Mm.
too much, and it should have been a one-on-one. It should have been Marlo and Kandi. Kenya, you are fighting Candy's battle because she's the puppet master and you need to fall in line. And even Drew, she kept on chiming in. It's like, girl, like, stop it. You was the one that even brought it up. Marlo didn't bring it up. You was the one that brought it up. And when she said, F your flowers, I'm like, Kandi, your true colors is starting to show. When she was like, F your flowers, I'm like, Lord have mercy.
But
Like,
didn't okay, I saw a little bit of her speak on it, and I also noticed that she did the same thing she did with Marlo in another speak on it, where she did like a little silent call to fire Marlo. She did the same thing to Sanya this week. And remember
yeah,
how they
she's
used to
been
like
on a
always
campaign.
drag Nene for like if somebody directly asked her who should be on the show, and she said this person should be or whatever, whatever. Now it's like
Yeah,
you
she's
doing
been
the
on a
same thing,
campaign
Kandi.
because Sanya went on Carlos King show and said, they should put Candy on pause and bring like Phaedra and them back. And she's like, you don't even know those people. But the thing is with Candy, like, you going after Sanya, you're telling her like, oh, I'm about to cut you off because you like buddy buddy with Marlo. Girl, how many beefs have there been on this show? When have you ever stood up for anybody? You
Hmm.
always in the background, minding your business, eating your fried chicken, and you just watch the train crash happen. When have you ever took a stand for anybody? And even when they were at the Gucci brunch, she was just like, it's not time for you to be her lawyer or whatever. You remember she said that? And I'm
Hmm.
like,
Hmm.
Drew and Kenya have been literally like going after Marlo on your behalf.
Drew
You
Kenya
did,
and Mayetta. Don't forget about her.
yeah, but Mañana wasn't there though.
Yeah. Yeah. Not this
But
week.
why
Right.
is it that they can talk for Kandi, but as soon as Sheree and Sanya want to speak up, it's a problem? So it's clearly like it's giving me very much Mean Girls. Do you watch Beverly Hills Housewives? This is kind of the type of things that they do. They gang up on one or two people to the point where that person is either fired or that person quits. Like this is the type of games that
I
they
mean, that's what
play.
they did to Nene. I mean, we saw it.
Yeah, we saw it. This is really giving me Mean Girls. It's conquer and divide. Kandi, either you're on her side or she's just gonna cut you off, as she said to Sanya very clearly. And it's too much. Like, why can't she, just like how she explained, and then she wants to cry and talk about her brother? She could have talked to Marlo and say, "Listen, like, I'm sorry. I'm going through something right now. Like, let's be there for each other. Let's support each other. Like, it doesn't have to be this way." I feel like she could have had a different approach. Instead, you want to talk about something that happened 20 years ago. It's just low. It's
Mhm.
unnecessary. And I feel like even her bringing up her brother, she's like, "Oh God, I messed up. So I need to win people back. So I'm going to bring up my brother." And like, "Oh, I'm not the sentimental girl." It's like, Kandi, stop it already.
And
Stop
she's sitting there
it.
crying.
Yeah,
Right.
and then she want to cry all of a sudden after she threatened Sanya, like, either you with me or you're not. Like, stop it already. Like, this show.
Well,
This show's too
Mickey,
much.
as always, it's a pleasure. I appreciate your input tonight.
Thank you, Michelle. Have a good
All
night.
right. All right, you too. Shout out to Mickey. Hold on. Hello.
I kind of like Mickey, what's her name? Mickey. Because,
Yeah, I
she used to
like
be
Mickey.
boring. She used to be boring back in the day. But now she be speaking some, facts.
She
She was
always
boring.
spoke facts.
But she was she would put me to sleep before I heard the
Oh, boy,
facts.
stop. You be putting us to
Yeah.
sleep.
So mom, you seem like when you talking about Ken that you wanted a child or something. You could be my mom, okay?
What?
You seem like you wanted a child when you was talking about like, you could be my
Who is
mom.
Ben? Who is Ben?
Because I'm so like Negroes these days, I don't want to be black anymore. I'm just
Well, if you don't
that's
get
a,
off my phone,
it's a different story because
It's a
well, it's
Juneteenth holiday. You was not you was not about to
but
do this
it has
today.
something to do with the Russell Simmons stuff. I'll get there. I want to talk about the topics, but the Russell Simmons stuff, the stuff I've been seeing is you have a birthday coming up, right?
In August.
Okay, well I know you probably don't want to do this, but I want to set up an olive branch.
Or what?
Now I know you're not with AT Alien. Everybody wear AT Alien, right?
Mhm.
And I have people that said that they would come. And I would like to know what you like to come. I have Claudia Jordan, Funky, Kaya, Tasha K, Jason Lee, Sheree Whitfield daughter, the one that was trying to check you in Miami at Peter Club, but you was trying to check her, you was drunk, so you went off on her, or you didn't go off
Ain't
on her.
nobody
Ew.
checking me.
I mean, but you know that she wanted to, the way she was talking like she don't like you, the way she was looking at you. I'm sorry.
Drake, get to the
T.S.
point. What is you talking about? We
Yes,
don't. I don't
Madison,
understand
Phaedra
where this is
Park,
going.
Storm Road. Because I want all the bloggers to come together, the ones that you had beef with back in the day. Now I did get Storm Moreau to talk to you, but you did not take that call. Isn't that correct, Michelle?
I don't know nothing. I don't even know what
I
you're talking
gave
about, Drake. Where is
Storm
this going?
Moreau, I gave you his information and you did not take his
Drake,
call.
stick to the topics. We weren't
I know
talking
I'm
about nothing.
sticking to the topics.
I'm
I
not even talking
apologize,
about
but
no other content creator on this channel. Don't make me kick you off.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. Okay, so I want to talk about the topics. So I don't believe Kenya is having a baby or want to have a baby with Mark. I think that's like a pure storyline. I don't believe that at all, and I really too much did not, too much really care about the show. I can't think of nothing that happened. I think like you always bring Nene on a situation. That's all I always hear, Mom. You always I don't know how she had came up, and she's no topic, but you are always making her a topic. I do want to talk about the Russell Simmons thing, and with the Kimora Lee. Um, I
What's her
think.
name?
I'm sorry.
What's her name?
Kimora. What's her name? Isn't it Kimora? Kimora? I don't know.
Yeah, that's her name. I just wanted you to say it.
Why did you want me to say it?
I just like the way you speak. Go ahead.
Can we stick to the topics instead of speaking on somebody's speech or anything? Um, with the Kimora Lee situation. Okay, the first thing was she was 17 when she
15.
got with him. That's number one.
15.
She was so he slept with her at 15?
Allegedly.
Oh wow. I was trying to say 17, but I guess that was wrong. I don't really believe that you should put your family business onto the internet. Um, if you open up your books of family, chapter 7 and 9, you do not supposed to put your family business onto the internet. Kimora defended the Kardashians against Jordan Woods. That's the problem right there. The ancestors of the black community would come and attack, and that's what they did. They came and attacked her, and that's where the issue started. When you go online to talk about a black person as a white person or Asian, they will come and attack you. Now, if you open up your books to the crying chapter 18, why cry online? That's the question we all would like to know, Michelle. Why cry online? Why shed tears when you're online? I don't understand the tears that come online when people cry. Do you go online and say 1, 2, 3, cry? Or 1, 2, 3, cry? If he don't want to talk to you, then let him go. Let him go. Let him go. You do not need to talk to him if he don't want to talk to you. Stop pulling your business onto the internet. You know family business will always be your family business. Blood will always be blood. Do not talk to broke people. My thing is when you broke people, if he say he broke, then let him be broke. It's nothing to talk about that. You're broke. So it's no need to sit up and talk to a broke person. All I'm saying is when you talk to a peasant, you end up being a peasant. But then you have to look at it, Michelle. Are you aliens listening to me tonight? You have to look at it tonight. Broke. My broke is different from your broke. My broke, it's probably like I want to spend 20 million on a house and maybe I don't get it or maybe I don't want to spend it. Your broke, you can't pay $50 for that metro bill. My broke are different. And that's what his broke is. Now, why is she having an Uber to try to take her home, Michelle? Y'all don't hear me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all don't hear me tonight. Why do she need an Uber? Why she don't have a car? He must really be broke. See, what it is,
A lot of
Michelle.
people don't have cars in New York.
Well, they're not in New York, they're in LA. But what it is, Michelle, what you don't understand and what the people don't understand is that if a man, which is your father, y'all don't hear me, don't want to be bothered with you today, don't be bothered with him. It was Father's Day. You have to understand that's not her mom. That's not her mom. Kimora is not her dad. I'm sorry. I was
You
just
all
getting into the
right?
spirit. Kimora is not her father. So for you to put Happy Father's Day to your mother is something that she should have not did. Now you put your family business out. Now we all want to know what happened. We all got opinions about it. And that's what something we do not need, Michelle. Michelle, we have to set up our opinions about other people's issues. But she brought it into our attention. We would have never known about their situation if she did not get it put it online. The black people, the black males, and I'm a black male. Let me tell you. The black males is really defending Russell, which I don't understand. Don't you have a daughter? Don't you have a son? Russell did not want his daughter to go to college, Michelle. And me being a Harvard graduate, okay? A Harvard graduate with my law degree, you have to understand, I think everyone should go to college. I think everyone should have a college experience. Do you hear me? It's nothing like being on campus. Do you hear me? It's nothing like Nothing
Oh my
like
God.
being on campus.
Can we
You hear me,
can we
Michelle?
can
I'm
we move
sorry.
on? Can we move on, Dre?
Well, I just called to say what I had to say. God bless you. God bless Kimora. And God bless America. Good night.
Hey, Mr. Woods. I don't know what just happened, but okay. Hey, Mr.
I
Woods.
don't either.
I don't. I was being respectful. You know what I'm saying. I've learned how to tune out or whatever.
Dre be doing too much.
Yeah.
Hello.
So
But at least he stuck to the topic this time. But how you?
he did a really good job of doing that. I'm glad he stayed on topic and he trolled and did his thing like he usually do.
Mhm.
You know, bless his
I'm
heart.
proud of you, Dre. But how you doing, Mr. Woods?
Girl almost chucked on his water. I'm good.
How
I'm
you
doing.
doing, Mr. Woods?
I'm doing good. Happy Juneteenth to everybody.
Thank you.
Uh,
Same to you. Thank
I'm
you,
gonna
Sheree.
go. I'm gonna go backwards today.
Okay.
I think it's very disgusting. I agree with Dre. I think this whole Russell Simmons family dynamic, I think it's a publicity stunt. Because that daughter always online trolling her sister or doing something. Like if her sister used to post something, she would come by and defend her sister. So like it's crazy how she posted these messages. And those are messages from WhatsApp. Those are not text messages from an actual phone. Those are from WhatsApp.
Well, you know he was in Bali, so maybe they use WhatsApp to communicate.
Yeah. Are we going on Patreon tonight?
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. What time? Yeah, we're gonna.
Because I got some tea for you about that, but just
Oh, okay.
I can't say it on here. But anyway, I just feel like, you know, I said this tonight. I feel like we live in a world to where judge and I got my shoulders out. The judge and the jury is social media. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why does everybody have to go to social media to talk about their family business, to talk about their rich people problems? You feel what I'm saying? Like, Kimora on here talking about, well, he only gave them $500. Okay, girl. I mean, okay, y'all got 250. You ran through all that money and stuff like that. So it doesn't make any sense for me. And I really feel like she is bopping for her position on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because I heard that they were looking at her. So anything that comes out when people come out and it's so dramatic, I just don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like people saying he on a run and all this, that, and the third. Okay, let him be on the run. But let's talk about that. So all of a sudden, Kimora, you got married to this man when you were underage. Sounds like a Leah R. Kelly situation, but you know, anyway. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But it's sad that they're coming on here, got the daughter involved. Now they're mad at the dad. It's just all dysfunctional. And then what really was crazy to me is she said that you put me in therapy and you wouldn't even pay $100 for my therapy session. Girl, you're grown. Pay for your own healing. Pay for your own self-care. Like, and I'm just being honest. You don't cry about money like that for therapy. Like, if your dad is causing you anxiety and all that type of stuff, build boundaries for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, do that type of stuff. I just think it's all a publicity stunt until I see facts. And Kimora, you got to stop doing that. It doesn't sound believable to me. Because if you stole money from this man and there's a lawsuit out, something in the milk ain't clean. You know what I'm saying? So,
they said they met in 1992. Google says 1992. She was 17 and he was 35. But the streets say she was 15.
I heard she was 15 too. So I don't know because she was modeling, right? Yeah, that's what I also heard because he's dated a lot of models in his days.
Yeah, he dated Cynthia Bailey.
So there you have it. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of RHOA. Okay. I'm tired of the tired storylines. I'm tired of the alliances. I'm tired of these black women coming together to sit around the table and you have Tweedledee and Tweedledum and I'm gonna talk about Tweedledum first. How are you a representation from the pageant world, black woman, and you over here dragging this lady like that and not even letting her speak? That's why people don't respect you now. That's why you are always
Her using the B word, calling another black woman a bitch, and and saying she sold her, like it was like too much. You putting too much on it.
like we already heard these same reads before. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm glad Marlo walked up because, to be honest with you, Marlo is really trying not to pop Kenya in her mouth. Like that's what she's trying to not do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they want her to do. And then Drew, her old airspace ass girl, how are you sitting over here just talking to talk? Like you what you were saying didn't even hold no value. You feel what I'm saying? Like how somebody like jump in and you don't even know. Like you trying to double dutch in. Like girl, what you calling Marlo aggressive? You sound like a Karen by doing that. I'm being serious. Like you sound like a Karen. Then you sitting here telling this lie about Chicago, talking about we don't use that word. It's like Drew, quit acting. Quit acting. Everybody know you're acting because that's why they got you on the show. And I'm not trying to continue to quote unquote bash Kandi, but if y'all don't see this stuff for what it is, this is Kandi season. And for her to sit there, Marlo even came and tried to explain to her where she was coming from, what she was doing, and she said something very nasty to this lady, right? And for her to be, like you were saying earlier, Michelle, for her to be on a smear campaign for everybody else, like she can get on her own platform and talk about these things. But this is my thing. You mad about a question that Andy Cohen asked almost every housewife on his Watch What Happens live show, and so now all of a sudden you got your panties in a bunch because Carlos King asked this girl the same questions that he's asked Mignetta and everybody else that comes on his show. You feel what I'm saying?
I guess because she didn't mention her, she said, she bring back Phaedra, whatever. She got pissed off because of what the answer was.
Because she brought every time Phaedra is a trigger for her. Like she does not want Phaedra to win, and then for her to go as low as she said to say that let's talk about what the fans saying about you, Sanya. Well, Kandi, let's talk about what the fans are saying about you, baby. It is time to go. Go be black excellence in the film world. Go be black excellence with the Wiz, with your restaurants, because we tired of y'all meeting down in the basement of the OLG and you having the kitchen bring out all the samples from all of the menu, and you and Sanya sit down there eating on that. And honestly, you was eating, Sanya was just nibbling. So we know
right.
It's not that
Sanya
good.
didn't want it. She said she didn't want that crazy.
Like you could just tell. And so like everybody's so mad at Sanya, talking about Sanya is boring, this, that, and the third. I honestly like Sanya. And I like the fact that she's standing up to Kandi. And
I like her now because at least now she's picking a side. Because at first she was straddling the fence. Like, I get it, she was trying to be neutral, but now it's like I see what like now it's almost like she's standing on her own. Like I can make my own decisions on who's right, who's wrong.
Yeah, and then the fact that I would never want to be friends with somebody or be around somebody that tells me that I can't be friends with somebody. You feel what I'm saying? Like Kandi, you and her have not been friends that long. I don't even think that's really your friend or whatever like that. And see, I'm gonna say something I wasn't supposed to say. So it's like you picking and choosing and want people to pick your side because of what? Like let Marlo be Marlo. You feel what I'm saying? Like let her be Marlo, but you still friends with Kenya, and we all know what kind of reputation Kenya has.
Right. And look at the people in the comment section on here when they posted this clip of her speak on it. Somebody said, well, if you see what the fans are saying, we don't want you either, Kandi.
Hello, somebody.
Are people not allowed to have opinions? Kandi, we all want you off. I'm sorry, you and Kenya need to sit down and bring back some OGs or new faces. So Kandi mad because everyone always picks Phaedra over her. Whether she knows them or not, your time has ran, Kandi. It's getting boring now, to be honest. All y'all shit.
She's always been boring.
Okay. Yeah. What wrong did she say? She gave who she would like to be on the season with. Kandi must be sensitive about what the fans are saying about her. We are tired of her. Even the fans are over her and Joy. So everybody's saying the same thing. So, I mean, you can look on Kandi's page. Of course, everybody on your YouTube page going to look like they all in agreement with you, especially when you got, somebody deleting all the negative comments probably. You know what I'm saying? Right. But now she don't have that control over the neighborhood talk or anybody who puts a clip online, and the people are saying like how they really feel.
And it's sad that for her to have so much beef with Carlos King, she showed to be in his business a lot. She showed to keep up. Just like she might not like you, I'm sure she keeps up with you. Like, and then you're the only housewife I know outside of Dr. Heavenly that sits on there and commentates about your show, and then you drag everybody, just like you were saying earlier. Like, it's okay for you to sit around and talk bad about everybody. You've been doing it for season after season. You did it to Nene, Portia, Phaedra, Cynthia, Kenya, Claudia, anybody that comes on there that you're not cool with. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you got something to say, but when somebody says something about you, you up in arms. Well, let's talk about, like, I don't like the tit for tat type of stuff. And the reason why I'm so tired is, like, it's even exhausting for us as fans to watch somebody just tear down a show. Because to be completely honest with you, Michelle, I feel like what you call it going to be on there for one more season, and they're going to build it around Portia and them.
Who?
Portia, Sanya, possibly Drew, and possibly Marlo.
Okay.
And Kim.
I mean, and Kim who?
KKK Kim.
If they bring Kim Zolciak back to Atlanta, it is going to be the demise, because ain't nobody going to sit up there and stand for this white lady coming back on this show and all the stuff that she said about them.
She said you would never find a white woman dumb enough to sit with these black women.
Right. She did say that.
Yeah, just because Cardi snatched all your wigs, literally, and you got a gambling problem, like, it's not gonna bring the authenticity back to the show. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to bring anything of that back. But when Portia come back, I hope Portia comes back, and I hope what they do is, I hope that the ratings for Married to Medicine are so through the roof that they bring Phaedra back, because that's what's gonna happen. That is really what's gonna happen. That's the only thing I want to say. I didn't want to spend too much time on it, because everybody was talking about, we hate Kandi, but y'all got to stop, like, having, like, rose-colored glasses and take them off, and, like, just.
My thing is, anybody who has a differing opinion hates Kandi, so I'm used to it now. I'm not even worried about it. Like, people gonna say I hate somebody when I'm speaking about the stuff that they do. There has never been a time where I just sit up here and drag anybody. Like, we literally be sitting here throwing fun shades. So
what about the part where Kandi,
go ahead. I can't hear you.
What about the part where Kandi doesn't like what Sanya said about, like, how she was saying, like, oh, you talking behind my back. Why didn't you defend me? Kandi has done that season after season with all the girls. She be in the room with them talking behind their back, and then she will go to the girl without. Kandi do that season after season, don't she?
Yep.
Yeah. Because she's so used to paying her people to speak on her behalf. Don Juan, Carmen, whoever else. You know what I'm saying? So,
DJ Gay One.
Oh. The way he was talking to Sugihana, I don't think so.
Girl, I could talk to you like that. What you want? You want to do it now?
I don't think a real man would talk to a woman like that.
Exactly.
Not a real man. I don't mean to say real man. I mean,
I know what you mean. I'm 1000% with you. Like, that was absolutely the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and Kandi was just sitting there cackling, kikiing, and it's like she got a problem with consent. Like, she really do. Like, last season,
I mean, she had a problem with boundaries last season with
the vibrators, and then Kenya was having the discussion with her about it, and she got upset that it was even brought up, and it's like your friends, quote unquote, are telling you that they feel uncomfortable with your game, and you just aren't acknowledging it. Like, people are tired of Kandi being on the show, promoting her stuff, her candy coated nights, her whatever, and not really doing anything. Her family has kind of carried her throughout the years, like, as a long time watcher of the show. Like, her family's drama and her constantly being disrespected on social media and different things, and being disrespected by the family has carried kind of her legacy for all these years. And it's just getting stale. Like, we want more from Kandi, and I don't think that's being a hater. That's just wanting her to do more. Like, I personally, I live in the Atlanta area. I went to go visit OLG during the pandemic, so I kind of see where everybody's coming from with the shootings. Literally, a dude tried to assault one of the hostesses because he was asked to wear a mask for his reservation. Like the violence be happening all the time in her restaurants and different things like that. It's not like it's just spontaneous. That's just normal in her stuff. So it's just like, why is she so opposed to criticism? She can dish, but she can't take it. And they did the same thing with Nene all them years when they were trying to ice her out and create them alliances when they brought Kenya back on the show while she was pregnant, and then Cynthia tried to pretend like she didn't know she was coming. It was a whole contingency.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was just like there was clearly foul, and then they tried to ice her out, and then they want to act like, oh, we're just tired of her. When the last season Nene was on, it's like, oh, we're tired of her. We're gonna ice you out, and they were even making fun of the fact that I noticed this in the last season Nene was on. Portia and Nene made up, and then at the Grease thing when they were having the little crowns, Kandi was sitting there like, oh, that's so sweet, when Portia was talking about how they made up and they were crying and stuff at the vineyard. But then on the reunion, she was talking about something, oh, why are y'all pretending, y'all crying, and in the after show and all that, she was being shady with Kenya. So it's like, you want to talk about everybody else's two-faced, but you are seen constantly being two-faced. Like, she tries to control that image, and it's just really, really strange and weird.
Her and Kenya's friend is for convenience. They're not really friends.
Yeah,
like I'm trying to, because I always respect Michelle, so I don't want to try to bring somebody else's commentary in there. But what I heard earlier, I agree with what this person was saying. Is the fact that they're the last two people there, and Kandi latches on to whoever's popular at the moment.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? She latched on to Cynthia.
That's why she wants to be friends with Portia again.
Right.
Yep.
Because she know Portia coming back, and she know Portia is a huge fan favorite. So she's trying to latch on to her.
She's number one.
Like that. And I get, like, I heard this, and I agree with this. If Portia came back, Kandi would have been all up in her face. It would have been Kenya, Kandi, Portia versus Marlo.
We gotta wrap this up. This line get long as heck. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Woods. I appreciate it.
No problem. Patreon, right? Because I really Okay, cool. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right. See you, Mr. Woods.
That's all I really wanted to say, Michelle, and that I liked Sanya's interview because I felt like she had a mind of her own when she was talking. I was like, oh, she sounds very intelligent. Like, oh, she's not about to follow behind Kandi. We can be friends if you want to be friends, girl, but I'm not I'm not Moneta. I'm not Kenya. So if you want to be a real friend, then we could be real friends, because me and Marlo seem like we're being real friends right now. Marlo is real. Marlo don't mess with me. Marlo gonna say, girl, I don't mess with you. Get out my face, girl. But you want to tag along. You want somebody, you want a puppy. That's what Kenya is. Miss Nasty Pageant Girl, like what Mr. Wood said. You such a pageant girl. You such a pageant girl, but you always cussing and using the most nastiest terms, girl. The nastiest.
Because remember when Kenya used to C-U-N-T word on Tanya? She always on the wrong side of history when it comes to stuff like that.
And this is not even that serious. Marlo, you should be having a normal argument with Marlo. You trying to rip this lady down to the ground. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like the most you thinking of the most malicious stuff you could say. But I think that they feel like they time between Kenya and Kandi is like one of y'all gotta go, if not both of y'all. One of y'all gotta go.
They wouldn't know what to do if the other wasn't there, because again, they're trying to be a partner. They're trying
that's what
an alliance.
Get back to what
and when Cynthia comes back towards the end of the season, of course Cynthia gonna be a part of their alliance, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, she admitted
what's making the show boring. The alliance is making it boring.
Yep.
So
it is.
But that's all I really want to say.
But
I would give the show. I would rate the show.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I would rate the show the same thing you did, about a 7.5 or an 8. Even though it was boring, but it wasn't too boring. It was. We still got some information.
Yeah.
So thank you, Michelle. And I had to get my Kaya and Michelle picture. You like my avatar?
I see it. I'm like, Lord, you done went back in the archive too.
All right, let me get out here.
All right, bye. Minty, were you good? Did you get everything that you wanted to say?
Only thing I wanted to say is I do find it odd that specifically with Kenya and the embryo situation, that
Mhm.
she wanted to specifically get with Mark. I feel like the whole arrangement with her and Mark was an attempt to her to not have to have. Do you remember a few seasons ago when she like went to the sperm bank or whatever with Lawrence, and she was talking about she don't want no nappy heads, no ghetto, no, like it was a whole thing, and it was like that gave me very colorist, very like racist vibes. And the fact that she came out with Mark, she jumped into a shotgun wedding, didn't even tell her family about it, and then she all of a sudden has popped out with this baby, and the baby has no real like, you know, black features and whatnot. And that's no shade to Brooklyn, she's a beautiful child, but it's like
Mhm.
she looks like she went out of her way to get with a man who would, you know, produce those more
People have
not.
been saying it forever, like, you know,
Yeah.
because I mean, when she says the things about her long hair as if black women can't grow long hair, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
she's
it's
always
very odd to me.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
she's with men who aren't, you know, not to say you can't date outside your race, but she
Mhm.
goes out of her way to be with men who are not like, after Mark was like not stereotypically quote unquote black and things like that. It's just very weird vibes. And also with combined with her and then with Kandi and these trying to go with these Afrocentric hairstyles between Kenya in 2020 and Kandi trying to do all these like Afrocentric hairstyles, it's just giving pandering, and it looks really really weird because they don't give off somebody who's trying to be like pro work for the community. I know Kandi has always been with the, you know, the giving to charity and everything, but it's just like it feels like they're trying to paint a narrative for this season, all while trying to tear everybody else down, tear everybody else's businesses down. This is like they're
Mhm.
going down the list and they think that they're dominating now that Nene is out of the picture. And I know people be thinking, oh, Nene fans are delusional, we're delusional, and it's just like, no, we see what's going on. We just had a whole thing where they had to correct the title cards because they intentionally edited out Nene. They've been saying all Nene's iconic lines,
Yep.
Sheree using glamour. Like, come on,
Yep.
that was a Nene thing. Like, come on.
And the white refrigerators, I believe they use that as
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
they
uh-huh.
use that. It's like they're doing so much. They're trying so hard to like quote unquote stand on their own and have Kenya and Kandi carry the show when they were the only reason Kenya was really quote unquote carrying the show is because she was the villain of the show and she was doing heinous stuff to a lot of the cast members. And like when she got dragged by Portia, nobody supported her. Like she had been hated for a long time until Kandi kind of used her connections to try to get her back on the show afterwards. Because even Andy wasn't really feeling her afterwards. Like he got
Mm.
real upset that she ran off and got married and she tried to hide her life and stuff like that. And then her husband wasn't really feeling the show and things like that. So
And
it's
remember,
like,
I always go back to she don't
mhm.
even remember where she got married, Turks and Caicos or
Kirkos or
wherever it
Lucia,
was.
St.
It's like,
Lucia or
girl,
whatever it was.
yeah, she didn't know where she got married. She don't know. So it's like,
Exactly.
did you really get married? Like, is this all a stunt and show? Like, was Mark
Hmm.
really the sperm donor? Is that the
Exactly.
contract that y'all have is for Mark's sperm? Like, you know, it's
Exactly.
interesting. So
Yeah, it's just so stale. It's really so stale. It just be kind of depressing trying to tune in, and I'm just like, I hope something. I'm really only looking forward to the OGs coming back because
mhm.
Deshaun and KKK Kim and Lisa were
Well,
teased, and that's a little something for us. But other than that,
yeah,
this is really
I don't like
stale.
KKK, but yeah, the rest of them, I'm there. Well, I appreciate you, Minty Fresh. Thank you for calling in.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me,
All
Michelle.
right. Bye.
Bye bye.
Shout out to my squad who called in. This line went long. I talked about Russell Simmons and them too long. And then, you know, I had to talk about the housewives for another hour. And then I had to get y'all calls in. But yes, if you're just getting here, rewind because we talked about a lot of things on this live. We talked about Russell Simmons and Kimora and the drama that's going on with the kids and Kimora hiding the money and spending the money and Russell Simmons claiming he broke. We talked about Quantasia, if you remember Quantasia Sharpton, which was the girl who accused Usher of giving her the herpes. She and Cardi B were going back and forth. We talked about that during this live, and of course, we talked about Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 7, the Gucci brunch. Everything's Gucci, something up to that effect, which is why I got this cape on. I'm burning up. But yeah, it was a great live. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I'm sure we'll be dragging Kandi and Kenya a lot more this season because it's clear now. Kandi. You know, people are, their eyes are opening, Kandi. It doesn't matter about this YouTube channel you got and forming this narrative that you're trying to do and paying these bloggers to all be on your side and send them little trinkets and stuff. It don't matter. We see you, Kandi. We see you. We see each other. Okay. Anyway, like this video, okay, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And I will see y'all in the next video. Good night.
This is Tyler Perry, and if you want the truth, a lot of blogs don't tell the truth. Straightfromnene.com. That's what you check out.
And you love us, don't you?
There you go.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl, Kandi. Hanging out with Straight from the A. You know, I love you guys. I always visit the site. But
y'all know I ain't got no money. I'm not
She's
rich
very
like
rich, honey.
I'm not rich
this
like
is
you.
a very rich bitch. She been in business way before I was in business. Okay.
No, we came in business right. I was 2007.
You've been in business.
That's true. I've been in business.
She's a very rich bitch.
Well, she's just a bitch.
Oh my God, I am not.
hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl, Kandi, and you know, you watching Straight from the A.com.